NKTelco Sports welcomes you to New Bremen, Ohio, where the Minster Wildcats take on the New Bremen Cardinals. This game brought to you by Minster Bank, Keyhole Pizza, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwederman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, NKTelco, German Farmers Insurance, Wagner's IGA, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, First National Bank, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Hello and welcome to high school football here on NKTelco Sports. Along with Ron Cruzy, I'm Dave Ganapke. We're at Cardinal Field here at New Bremen, where the New Bremen Cardinals will take on the Minster Wildcats. Ron, the Minster Wildcats 3-4 on the year. They're 1-4 in the MAC, and they're coming off a huge win last week over Coldwater.
Yeah, the score in that game was 33-18, and they're making a move for the playoffs. They moved into the 6th spot in Division 7 in Region 28. So if they can keep that going, you know, they'll make the playoffs with a win here, especially tonight. And some people say even if they win tonight and lose the next 2 games, they would still be in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely that get them a lot of computer points for Minster there. So they're looking good playoff-wise. Their opponents tonight, the New Bremen Cardinals, they won their first 2 non-conference games, but after that, Ron, it's been a bit of a struggle in the MAC.
Right, they're coming off of a 46-0 loss to Marion Local last week. But the good news for them is they're still a young team. They only have 4 seniors and 10 juniors. So hopefully for them, you know, they have the rest of the year to compete. And next year, maybe they can turn that corner.
Always a good rivalry game in any sport. Minster, New Bremen, these 2 teams have not met in football since 2013, but they'll meet up in a few minutes when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome. We're getting ready for kickoff here at Cardinal Field here at New Bremen, where the Cardinals take on their arch rivals, the Minster Wildcats. Minster Wildcats 3-4 on the season, 1-4 in the MAC. New Bremen is 2-5 overall, 0-5 in the MAC. Ron, when we got a minute, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Salina, where the dealer makes a difference. As you see the Cardinals come through, let's talk about the Cardinals' keys to the game.
Okay, for New Bremen, the first key would be pass defense. Minster's Gerald Yulesman is the number 2 rated quarterback in MAC, along with Jonathan Niemeyer, who's the number 1 receiver in the MAC. So they're going to have to do a good job against those 2 guys. The second key for New Bremen is the running game. Minster's 9th in the MAC against the run, and they give up 191 yards a game. A good running game by the Cardinals will control the time of possession, and that'll keep Minster's offense off the field.
Now let's talk about our keys to the game for Minster.
For Minster, the first key is the running game. Yulesman and Smeezing combined for over 230 yards rushing in their 3 wins. In 3 out of 4 of their losses, they have combined for less than 75 yards. The second key is momentum. They need to keep the momentum going after the big win over Coldwater last week.
So there's your keys to the game, brought to you by Bud's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Salina, where the dealer makes a difference. Minster will be kicking off. Number 4, Isaac Smeezy, will do the place kicking duties for the Wildcats. Back for the Cardinals, number 18, Avery Powers, and number 11, Levi Clem. Getting ready to start. We're glad you're joining us here on NKTelco Sports. A beautiful night for football. A little crisp, cool in the air, but it's perfect fall weather, and we're ready for high school football. Kick for Smeezy, a short kick. Clem is underneath it, close to the 20, across the 25. Leads in through the 30-yard line, where he's tackled by a host of tacklers for Minster, led by number 8, Alex Lemko, also number 15, John Niemeyer. So decent field position for the Cardinals as they take over to start the game.
Right, the wind will not be a factor in tonight's game. Just a very slight breeze coming from on your screen right to left.
Quarterback is number 9, Nolan Bornhorst, a freshman. They'll do the wing tee or the double wings, whichever you prefer to call it. See Helmegarn in motion. He goes around the right side, gain of about 3 yards. And he's brought down, tackled by number 10, Bryce Smeezy. So gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Jake Helmegarn's the leading rusher for the Cardinals. Also Avery Powers, a pretty balanced attack rushing the ball. Behind him, it looks like Doherty is in the backfield. In motion, this time they'll go to Helmegarn again around the right side. He had a nice hole. Good gain. It's tackled by number 34, Augie Bayline, but a nice gain, 3rd and short coming up for the Cardinals.
Helmegarn comes in the game. He's a 5'10", 164-pound senior, one of the 4 seniors that New Bremen has on the team.
So the Garrett Doherty bringing in the play to quarterback Bornhorst. 3rd and 1 at the 44-yard line. Out wide is Caleb Alec. Up to the top of the screen. Helmegarn in motion. This time Bornhorst will keep it. He'll get close to the first down. The officials stop the clock. They will move the chains for the first down.
Yeah, it looked like he leaned over the 45, and they pushed him back from there.
So first down, Cardinals. They get off to a nice start, bringing the play in as 25, Zach Flowdy.
Minster's 5th in the MAC, they're 9th in the MAC against the rush, so New Bremen sees a spot there, and they're going to have to do a good job with their running game.
Powers in motion. He gets it around the left side, cuts back, makes a nice move. He slips. So he tried to cut inside the block, but a nice gain on first down for the Cardinals. Looks like about a gain of 6 on the play. It's tackled by number 15, John Niemeyer. So 2nd and 4 coming up. And so far, Ron, Cardinals have been able to run the ball a little bit.
Yeah, picking up 3-4 yards at a time, and they're keeping themselves out of the 2nd and long, and that's the main thing. They keep moving the football on first down.
Bornhorst takes the snap. Left side, there goes Helmegarn around the right side, stumbling. He was a step away from really making a nice carry, but John Niemeyer stepped up with a big tackle. And it looks like, I thought somebody was motioning for a little bit of a fumble, but they'll call him down. So I think he got him out to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So no gain, they give him 1, 3rd and 3.
So far, Helmegarn's carried the ball every time, I think, but one with the quarterback keeping it at that time.
Yeah, he averages close to 9 yards a carry. Also lines up as receiver. This time he's on the wing along with Avery. Helmegarn in motion, and we will have a whistle. We have a timeout by the Cardinals. Timeout by Coach Chris Schmidt. We'll take one too. You're watching high school football on NKTelco.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
3rd and 3 for the Cardinals coming off the timeout. Powers in motion. Bornhorst will keep it, and he'll gain the first down. He stood up by the Schmeezing boys. Number 4, Isaac. Number 10, Bryce Schmeezing, but not before another Cardinal first down. A nice fake there to Powers, and Bornhorst kept it. That's been 2 times that Bornhorst has made the first down run.
Right. It's either Hemmelgarn or Barnhorst.
At the top of the screen, Bryce Blickel, receiver, also Caleb Alec. Lower part of your screen is 2 wide outs. They'll go over to Alec, catches a short pass, tries to cut inside. He's brought down by number 21, Austin Brown, a freshman. Got a lot of action last week. Again, another nice gain on first down, gain about 6 for the Cardinals.
And again, that's the key, pick up 5 or more yards on first down, and then it opens up the playbook from there on. Keep Minster off balance a little bit.
84, Brandon Heitkamp brings in the play along with 25, Zach Flouty. 2nd and 4 at the Minster 36-yard line. Bornhorst hands it off to Hemmelgarn. He will cut back, able to work his way ahead for a few yards. Looked like he was going to lose some yards, but I think he gained a couple.
Yeah, real nice effort there. He carried 2 or 3 Cardinals with him, or Wildcats with him.
Looks like he gained 3. Isaac Dorston, number 53, on the stop for the Wildcats, but another third and short. This time 3rd and 1 for the Cardinals. Cardinals 2 and 5. They won big over Holgate in Bradford. Had some tough sledding in the MAC. A tough loss last week to Marion. Everybody in tight. They'll hand it off to Powers. He will be close to the first down. There's a signal that'll stop the clock, move the chains. And 3 straight first downs as he picks up. It looks like, well, check that. They didn't move the chains yet. They will have a measurement. I thought maybe he had it, but...
Yeah, when they originally spotted the ball, I thought he had it by half a yard, but now where they did put the ball down, it's going to be real close.
So the brings the change from the far side of the field. Of course, this is a part of the field. It's 4-down territory. If they don't make it, we'll see what the chains say. And he easily had it for about a half a yard. So 3 straight first down for the Cardinals. So Cardinals building some momentum on the first drive here.
And they're doing just what we said they needed to do, is move the ball on the ground. The clock moves. There's 6:40 left here in the first quarter. And as long as they got the ball, Minster can't score.
Blickel and Hemmelgarn, top of the screen. Caleb Alec, lower part of the screen. Warner drops back straight ahead to Blickel for the first down. Bryce Blickel, 5'11", 153 sophomore, with the completion and a first down.
And that's what you get when you start running a football with some success. You're going to open up the passing game. And he was pretty wide open there with a nice throw there from Barnhorst.
First time they've really passed it down the field. They did a short pass to Alec a few plays ago, but that time nice throw by Bornhorst as he stepped up in the pocket. They have that same formation. 3 receivers out. Warnhouse this time will hand it off to Hemmelgarn. He'll cut back inside the 5-yard line. That'll be 1st and goal for the Cardinals. Hemmelgarn has done a lot of the damage on the ground. It'll be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
That was their biggest run of the quarter so far, a 12-yard run there by Hemmelgarn. Same play, Dave, that they've run probably 4 or 5 times already.
So first and goal at the 1-yard line. Everybody in tight. They'll hand it off to Powers for the touchdown. Avery Powers caps a drive for the Cardinals. 5:42 to go in the first quarter. The Cardinals draw first blood, 6-0. Nice drive for the Cardinals.
A nice power run there. A nice job by the offensive line opening up the hole there for Powers.
So Spencer Alec on for the extra point. Snap is good. The kick is up. And it is good. So on our first National Bank scoreboard, it's New Bremen 7, Minster 0.
As a father of 2 teenage daughters and husband to a lovely wife, thanks, hun, it is important for me to look out for myself and my family. Fiber is one of the most important things in my day. Fiber keeps me healthy, sane, and stress-free. NKTelco Fiber, fast and reliable, keeping our household sane by keeping their devices connected.
NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
New Bremen with a nice touchdown drive to get on the board. They're getting ready for the kickoff as Spencer Alec will kick to number 10, Bryce Schmies, and number 15, John Niemeyer, back deep for the Wildcats. Kick by Alec will be close and out of bounds. It'll be, the Wildcats will be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And Ron, that was a very nice drive by the Cardinals.
Oh, very nice mix of plays, mixing up the pass and the run. They started out running the ball, opened up the passing lane, and the offensive line did a great job opening up holes for Hemmelgarn and then Powers right at the end. But they did that also without any penalties. They just marched the ball right down the field, no negative yardage at all.
So Minster had the choice of taking it to 35, and most teams do that. But you also have the option of moving the kicking team back 5 yards, and that's what Minster decided to do. So they'll move Alec back 5 yards. He'll have to kick it from the 35 this time.
Yeah. And their return guys are up at the 25-yard line. So if they can catch it there, they got 10 yards to make up for that decision, and obviously they feel good about it.
Niemeyer and Schmies some pretty nice return men. So here comes a kick this time. Niemeyer catches that 30-yard line across the 40, across the 45, close to midfield. So the gamble paid off well for the Minster.
That's knowing your return game right there. They instead of getting it at the 35, now they're going to have it at the 40, or excuse me, at about the 50-yard line. So that decision made up 15 yards for him.
So the 1st and 10 at the midfield. Quarterback Jared Hilsman Jr. will lead him out. Then here indication he's a little banged up from last week. We'll see how that goes tonight. Behind him will be Bryce Schmiesen at the running back. Slot is number 4, his brother Isaac Schmiesen, and up top it's John Niemeyer, number 15. They'll hand it off to Bryce Schmiesen. Gained just a couple yards. He's tackled there by number 25, Zach Flouty. Gain of just a couple. He's 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we'll see if his injury affects his passing at all. You have the number 1 receiver out there in the MAC, Jonathan Niemeyer. He came into the ball game with 33 catches.
And 10 touchdowns and averaging about 22 yards a catch. Hilsman will hand it off to Schmiesen. He'll go around the left side, and there's a flag. Good gain close to the 40-yard line. That would be a first down, but that's in the vicinity that you normally see holding.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
We'll see what the referee will signal. And there
might be a chop. Nope, holding.
Holding. Looks like there's 2 flags at 2 different spots. Holding in high school is a spot foul. So New Bremen will take the further spot as the refs will adjust it a bit. So they'll go 10 yards back from one of the 2 flags. Move it back around the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and long. They'll go back to the 40-yard line, be 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20.
In passing offense, Minster averages 162 yards a game. That's third in the MAC. And New Bremen against the pass is last against the pass. They're giving up 185 yards.
Hilsman in the shotgun. Schmeezing to his right. They hand it off again to Schmeezing, this time around left side. Gained about 7 yards for Schmeezing. So a decent play on 2nd down, but it'll be still 3rd and about 14 for the Wildcats. Again, these two teams have not played each other since 2013. You know, the MAC bye. It's always one team you don't play for 2 years, and that just happened to be Minster and New Bremen. And I'm sure the Cardinals have been pointing to this game ever since that.
Yeah, and that's one fluke in the schedule. You know, you get two teams, two towns this close together. You'd want to see them play every year, I would think.
Yeah, you'd think that'd be a protected rivalry almost. Hilsman back to throw, and he finds Schmeezing, Isaac Schmeezing, inside the 30-yard line, working his way inside the 20-yard line. So Hilsman with a nice pass to his fellow junior, Isaac Schmeezing, for a big gain in the 1st down. 1st and 10 Wildcats. That's a gain of about into the 19, 31, 35-yard pass.
He threw that right on the money. I don't think there's too much wrong with his shoulder. It didn't affect his throw that time.
Big 1st down conversion. Get him the shotgun. Hand it off to Bryce Schmeezing. That gets strung out there. Jake Hemmelgarn, check that. Number 53. Logan Dickey was out there. 63, I should say that. Logan Dickey strung that out. Loss of 4 on the play. Check that, loss of 5. So great defense there. Cardinal defense strung that out.
They did a nice job of pursuing the ball there on that play. The linebackers covering the whole side of the field.
2nd and 15. Two receivers near side. Fakes to Schmeezing. Rolls left, tries to get his tight end, Augie Bainline. Throws it a little bit too high. Tight ends haven't been a big part of the offense for the Wildcats this year, so that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Right, he had Niemeyer going on a corner route there. Initially, he was open at about the 5-yard line, but he instead threw it short, and by the time he threw it, then Niemeyer was covered.
So you have Niemeyer will go to the right side, or near side.
And he's quite a target out there, 6'3", 185-pound senior. So he can throw it up in the air to him, and he can go get it.
Isaac Schmeezing in the slot, and then we will have a whistle, and we'll have a timeout by New Bremen, their 2nd timeout already this half. So 2:54 to go.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything. I call that progress.
3rd and 15 following the New Bremen timeout. 3 wide receivers on the right side. Niemeyer, Lemkel, and Schmeezing. Fake it to Bryce Schmeezing. Quarterback, or the wide receiver screen to Niemeyer. He will cut back to the right side, breaks the tackle inside the 10-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Nice yards after the catch for Niemeyer.
Yeah, they threw a little bubble screen out there for him and caught the ball, turned it upfield. Nice job of running. Made it all the way down to about the 6-yard line, the way it looks.
Yeah, at the 6-yard line, it'll be 1st and goal. Another big catch Niemeyer has had this season. Shotgun again. This time 2 receivers on the top of the screen. Hand off to Bryce Mees, and there's nothing there. Ran right into the line, a couple New Bremen Cardinals. So good job there by the defensive line of the Cardinals. 64 Matt Messick, first Cardinal there on the tackle.
Yeah, so far you'd have to say New Bremen doesn't look like the last place team in the MAC against the run. They're doing an excellent job against the run so far.
Niemeyer on top of the screen. Isaac Smeason in the slot. 2nd and goal at the 6. Hand off to Bryce Meason, this time along the right side. Works his way for a couple yards. Looks like it's about the 3-yard line, a gain of 3. Third and 3. New Bremen scored on their first drive. Minster trying to do the same here. 1:36 to go in the first quarter. 3rd and 3. Hillsman trying to cut back. He leans ahead. It'll be close to the goal line. They'll say he's just short.
It looked like his knee went down before he got the ball down on the ground.
Looks like he's almost inside the 1-yard line. I'm sure Minster will go for it here. Be a 4th down. 4th and goal at the, we'll call it the 1-foot line. Big play here. See if Minster goes under center. They usually run a lot of shotgun. At times they will go under center on short yardage situation. He is in the shotgun. Smeason beside him. Hillsman will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Smeason for the touchdown. Bryce Smeason, 1-yard touchdown run for the Minster touchdown. That on 4th down.
Nice hole there by the offensive line to get Smeason in the end zone.
So on for the extra point will be Isaac Smeason, number 4. The kicking game has been a little bit of an adventure for the Wildcats this season. Smeason gained the job about 3 games ago, has solidified it a bit. Jacob Hoyne is holding it, number 13. Snap is good. The kick is up, a line drive kick, and it's through. So with 39 seconds to go in the first quarter, we are all tied. Minster 7, New Bremen 7 on our.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Minster ready to kick off as they answer the New Bremen scoring drive. Minster has a good drive of their own, 50-yard drive for the touchdown. Back deep is number 11, Levi Clement, number 18, Avery Power. Squib kick, Powers will pick it up. And on the left side around across the 35, the 36-yard line, and 37-yard line. So another good field position for New Bremen. Ron, let's talk a little bit about the Minster drive. They had a long conversion there on, I think, 3rd on 15, and some big plays.
Yeah, they were slowed up a little bit by the holding call, but they recovered from that with a nice pass out to Niemeyer, who took it down to about the 5 or 6 yard line there. But really, this is only the 3rd possession of the game, the 2nd by New Bremen, and we're down to 31 seconds in the quarter.
I'm not sure the clock has stopped yet. We haven't had an incomplete pass. There's Jake Hemmelgarn along the right side. Another nice carry. They've run that play a lot tonight, and it's been pretty successful. Gained, it looks like 5 on the play. 2nd and 5. Looks like it could be the last play of the quarter.
Right. We'll see if Minster can make an adjustment on that play, because they've run it at least 6 times.
Looks like New Bremen will let the clock run out. We have played one very quick quarter. Your score on the First National Bank scoreboard: Minster 7, New Bremen 7.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Start the second quarter. It is 2nd and 5 at the New Bremen 43-yard line. Powers in motion. They will fake to him. Bornhorst will keep it. Very short gain as he goes into a pile.
And there's a flag down on the play. Might be a face mask, maybe.
It's at the point of attack, it looks like, out in the backfield. And it is a face mask. You called it, Ron, against Minster. That will just be a 5-yarder, but that'll be enough for a first down. So another first down right at the 50-yard line.
New Bremen had 44 yards in rushing there in the first quarter. So they're doing a job of keeping the Minster offense off the field. Minster had one possession, and they made the most out of it with 7 points.
Bornhorst in shotgun. Hemmelgarn will go in motion. They will fake it to him. Bornhorst looking down the field. He will throw it away. Powers, the closest intended receiver. He was covered by number 21, Austin Brown. Bornhorst looked like he just didn't want to force it there. Probably a smart move by the freshman. And bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he completed both of his passes in the first quarter, and they were both big passes. One on first down, and the other one was an 18-yard pass that helped him get down inside the 10-yard line.
First incomplete pass we've had of the game so far by either team. Hand off to Powers, round left side, trying to get the corner. Stiff arms, has a nice carry to about the 42-yard line, gain of 8 on the play. So 3rd and short, check that. They moved it back a little bit. They said he must have been out of bounds, more like a 6-yard gain. You're going to 3rd and 4 at the 44. 25, Zach Flauty brings in the play to Bornhorst. They had a lot of 3rd down conversions on the last drive. Let's see what they can do on this. Shotgun formation. Bornhorst in motion. Hemmelgarn, they fake to him. Bornhorst will keep it. Trying to work ahead. He'll be close. He's just a little short. Probably at the 41-yard line as his helmet pops off. So to bring up a big 4th down for the Cardinals. Bornhorst, I think, will have to leave for a play.
Yeah, since his helmet
popped
off, unless they call timeout, whichever would be their last timeout.
Looks like somebody lost a mouthpiece. He threw it to one of his linemen, Logan Dickey. So,
yeah, they don't have much.
4th and 1. Well, it looks like it'll be number 12, Grant Selby, will be running the offense.
So they choose not to take the timeout, and they're going to run a big play here without their quarterback.
Selby in. Powers, who was the quarterback the last 2 years, is behind him. They will hand it off to Powers. He'll try to cut in. It'll be very close. Depends where the ball spot is.
Boy, it looked like he made it across the 40.
Yeah, both teams are signaling the other direction.
But where they spotted the ball is definitely a first down, isn't it?
I think so, from what we can tell.
I'm looking at the marker across the field.
Yeah.
It looks like it's right on the 40.
I'm looking at the back marker. It's right at the 50, and they're across the 40, but referees are probably thinking, let's make sure we're right here. So he just leaned, didn't really get the ball ahead a lot, and able to work through some traffic there. A tough carry there by Avery Powers. And it will be first down. First down Cardinals. A big fourth down completion, or a big fourth down conversion, and a first down.
Made it by half a football.
So Grant Selby came in for one play to spell Bornhorst. After he lost his helmet, Bornhorst back in there. Number 35, Wells, in the game to bring in the play. Alec on top, Wells in the slot. Two wings are Powers and Hemmelgarn. This time Powers left side. Avery, hard running, leads ahead inside the 35-yard line. Once again, the Cardinals have a nice first down play, this time a gain of 6.
Yeah, that's been their MO right now, just getting 5-6 yards on every first down, it seems like.
Makes the play calling a lot simpler when you have a...
Sure does.
Wells brings in another play. Wells to the right side. Also Blickel. On top is Alec. It's time to go Hemmelgarn on the right side. Ooh, he has stood up. He is hit. We'll see what Wildcat hit him on that play. It is both Schmeezing boys, Bryce and Isaac Schmeezing. Hemmelgarn looked like he was going to go for a little bit. He was stopped abruptly.
Boy, you could just see his head go back.
84 Brandon Heitkamp brings in the play along with Zach Flouty. Third and 3.
And, you know, they've seen that play now. We've talked about it, the same play. And Minster made the adjustment there and met him head on.
Pass to Zach Flouty. Across the 30-yard line, another first down.
And another penalty, I think.
Yes, and I think there's a face mask coming there. There'll be a personal foul, another face mask, this time a 15-yarder. So 2 face mask penalties against Minster. And it'll put it from the 28 all the way down to the 13-yard line for the Cardinals. So a nice swing pass there from Bornhorst to Flouty. Nice execution for the first down.
Yeah, Flouty's a 5'9", 175-pound junior for the Cardinals.
Doherty back in the backfield right now. Well, 4 seniors on this team. 4 wide receivers. Bornhorst quarterback draw, trying to find some yardage. Wasn't able to find a whole lot. Alex Olagus, number 50, on the tackle. Also 53, Isaac Dorston. Luke Putoff in the vicinity as well. Short of just gain of 1 for Bornhorst.
Flouty's back in the game now, so that's one of the first times they didn't have good yardage on first down.
Flouty this time behind Bornhorst. Hemmelgarn in motion. They'll do a reverse to Powers. Powers looking to throw. He will try to throw it. He throws it low to Heitkamp. They had Alec. They're trying to set up Alec there in the end zone there.
He had one guy to beat if he'd have pulled the ball down. He had one Wildcat out there to beat. He elected to throw it, and I'm not sure he did it on purpose, but he threw it nice and hard and low, and the receiver just could not get close to it.
Powers, as I mentioned, the last 2 years was a starting quarterback, so it's a nice weapon to have. It just didn't quite work out. He's on a wing along with Hemmelgarn. They'll swing it out to Hemmelgarn. Cuts inside the 13 down to about the 6-yard line. That on a 3rd and 9 play will bring up 4th. And it looks like about 2 or 3. And it looks like the field goal team will be coming on for the Cardinals. Cardinals will kick it. It'll be Spencer Alec will kick it. I do not think they have made a field goal this year.
I didn't see it on the list.
We'll have to double check that. Grant Selby with the hold. Kick is up. Kick by Alec is right through the uprights. So field goal for the Cardinals.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
The New Bremen drive results in a 23-yard field goal by Spencer Alec as the Cardinals retake the lead 10-7.
We got a real good ball game here, Dave. The clock keeps running because both teams are rushing the ball, passing the ball on target, seems like. But this will be Minster's second possession of the ball game.
Alec's kick goes to Niemeyer above the right sideline, cuts back to the 35, 40-yard line where he's chased out of bounds. It's going to be first down for the Wildcats. You know, Ron, similar to that first drive where New Bremen made a lot of nice third down conversions, a big play. They did the same on that drive.
Yeah, they did. They had one set of downs there where they were stopped for 1 yard on first down. Other than that, every first down play has been a positive and put them in short yardage situations on second and third down.
Jared Hilsman and shotgun, empty backfield. They'll do like a long handoff to Bryce Meesing. Works around the block all the way to the 50-yard line. That is now 36 straight games that Bryce Meesing has caught at least one reception. So he gets it close to the 50-yard line for the first down. Bryce Meesing holds the career records in receiving yards and total receptions. He passed his former teammate Eli Wolf earlier this season.
I tell you, short passes like that out to him, just basically like a run.
Yeah. In the open field, he's pretty dangerous. This time he will get the handoff from Hilsman. Didn't go as far that time as he runs into number 84, Brandon Heickamp. Short gain, probably just about one on the play. Bringing up 2nd and 9. Also 64, Max Messick on the tackle.
Tell you, the couple of times they've got the ball to Niemeyer, they've had pretty good yardage out of it, and you just wonder how long they'll go before they really go at him.
Niemeyer in the short side of the screen along with Lemcole. Bryce Meesing far side of the screen. This time he's looking over to Niemeyer. Ball is tipped and almost intercepted. Tipped by number 35, Nicholas Wells. So they were looking for Alex Lemcole. Was the intended target, and one of the safeties almost with the interception.
Wells is a 5'9", 168-pound sophomore. Made a nice play there, reaching up, deflecting that ball, and it was almost intercepted.
So now 3rd and 9. Third and 9, this time 3 wide receivers. They have 2 tight ends. In. Hilsman in the shotgun, empty backfield. There's some pressure. They're going deep to Niemeyer, and there's Niemeyer will complete it inside the 10-yard line. John Niemeyer, under close coverage there by Jake Hemmelgarn, catches the long reception.
Yeah, he just had a step or so on him, and while that ball was in the air, the defender made up the ground, but being 6'3", Niemeyer outfought him for the football.
Another big play for Niemeyer. So 1st and 10, or just inside the 10-yard line, so it's 1st and goal. Trips on the right side. This time Hilton will go left side. There's nobody there, or no opening, I should say. So there's several Cardinals there, including number 63, Logan Dickey, also number 11, Levi Clem. no game, maybe a little bit of a loss in the play, and we'll have looks like we'll have a timeout by the Wildcats.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me, and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
I'd like to thank our sponsors for making this telecast possible. Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dynamo, NKTelco, German Farmers Insurance, Wagner's IGA, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwerdeman Pharmacies, and New Knoxville Supply are fine sponsors today. Right now, 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line for the Wildcats. Ilspin. And there is a flag on the play. Bremen is clapping, so that must be a 5-yard penalty. 5-yard illegal procedures against the Wildcats. So now back to the 15.5-yard line.
And that's something you don't want to see right after a timeout.
You should have a certain play you want to call that you really like. Excuse me. So 2nd and goal from the 15. Lemko and Niemeyer top of the screen. Over the zone replay, Hilsman will keep it. He wasn't full of number 64, Max Messick. Just only a yard on the play, so it'll be 3rd and goal from the 14.
Yeah, Dave, that's Minster's 4th penalty of the game. And I think they were 2nd in the MAC with only 24 penalties coming into the game. So they're at least one above their average right now.
3rd and goal at the 14-yard line. Definitely you would think it's a passing down here. Niemeyer and Lemko on the right side. And there is another flag, and there's delay of game. The clock went to 0. Long snap count, and backs up Minster again.
They're getting a little sloppy here for Minster. They had it down to the 10. 1st and 10, 1st and goal from the 10.
4:51 to go before halftime. 3rd and goal at the 20-yard line. Thrown it to Lemko. That is over his shoulder for incomplete pass. 18 Avery Powers on the defense. So this is a 4th down, tough decision here. This is probably out of the field goal range of their field goal kicker, and really most high school kickers.
Right, from there it'd probably be about a 37-yarder.
So it'll be 4th and goal. See if they're looking for Niemeyer on this play.
Yeah, you'd think they would. He's one guy he can be covered and still catch a football.
Big down as all the fans on their feet. Hilsman drops straight back. Looking underneath. They go to Cody Frericks, number 85, for a short gain. And the Cardinal defense hold. Will go 1st down the other way. Pass it underneath to sophomore, number 85, Cody Frericks. But that was well covered by the Cardinal defense. And they stiffened.
That was a tough spot right there. You need 20 yards for a touchdown, and you got to make it to the end zone. So they decide to throw it underneath the coverage, and as soon as he caught it, he was swarmed by the Cardinals.
Those 2 5-yard penalties really hurt Minster there.
Yes.
Could have been 4th and goal at the 10. Bornhorst will hand it off as a flag flies to Hemmelgarn. He'll cut back, and it looks like there will be a flag. It will be illegal shift on New Bremen. Flag came out from the referee right away. Probably one of the slot backs were moving before the snap.
So New Bremen, I think that's their first penalty of the football game. So far, they played a perfect game until that penalty.
Very clean execution on offense so far. First time they haven't had good field position, but they're not going to complain about that.
No.
Having to stop. 4:35 to go. First and 15.
Yeah. So this is unusual for them. It's first and 15. They're used to being first and 10 and then second and 5.
In motion, they'll do a reverse to number 11, Levi Clem, trying to cut back, and there's a flag and maybe another face mask as it came in on the tackle. Isaac Dorston on the tackle, number 53.
Yeah, face mask.
Another person penalty, the third face mask penalty on Minster. That will bring it all the way out to the 26-yard line. Better field position, and more importantly, a first down.
Yeah, there's 6 penalties. Probably 4 of those have been on the defense.
I know there's been 3
face masks.
Yes. So Doherty in with the play. He's in the backfield by Bornhorst. Clem on the right side. Quarterback draw by Bornhorst, close to the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 on the play. Isaac Smeezy, number 4, on the tackle for Minster. If you're the Cardinals now, 3:40 to go. Sure you want to score, but if nothing else, you want to get field position or at least run out the rest of the clock.
Right. Yeah, you want to maintain possession here. You don't want to turn it over and get into long downs.
Bornhorst, there's Clem in motion. They will fake it. Bornhorst will go straight ahead. We can get a whole lot, gain of about 2 on the play, maybe 3. Augie Bainline, number 34. So it'll be 3rd and 3 at the 30.
So this will be a big play here for the Cardinals. That if they want to maintain possession of the ball, they need a first down here because they're not going to go for it in 4th down and in that side of the field.
It's a big 3rd down play. Bremen's been very successful on their 3rd down plays. We'll see what happens here. And we will have a flag illegal procedure, looks like, against the Cardinals. So 2 of them on this. First one was actually illegal shift. This time illegal procedure. Somebody on the line moved that time. So now much tougher play call, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they're almost forced into throwing the ball if they want to get the first down here. They could see maybe a screen pass off of this.
Lickel and Hemmelgarn will come out to the right side. Alec on top of the screen. 3rd and 8. Bornhorst will do a swing play out to Powers, trying to cut back to the 30-yard line. Didn't gain a lot. Will bring up 4th down in a punting situation as Minster will call a timeout with 2:09 to go.
Yeah, they go for the safe pass, a little short out pass to Powers, and Minster read that play very well, got right on the football.
Also talked about our sponsors, also like mention our player of the game sponsors. Sponsor for Minster will be by McDonald's. For New Bremen will be by Speedway Lanes. Our keys to the game sponsor tonight, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Salina, where the dealer makes a difference. And on our First National Bank scoreboard, First National Bank, think first. New Bremen with a 10-7 lead. It's been a good game, Ron.
Oh, it sure has. You know, we talked about you don't have very many possessions here, so you have to score every time you have the football if you want to stay in the game.
This is only the 3rd possession of New Bremen this half, and Minster about ready to get their 4th possession. Back in punting formation is the quarterback, Nolan Bornhorst. Back deep, number 10, Bryce Schmeezing for the Wildcats.
And he's dangerous back there as a returner.
Snap to the right side will bounce. Bounces back a little, and it'll be down at the 48-yard line of Minster. That's where they'll set up shop with 2:09 to go.
And I would look for Minster to open up the offense here and quite possibly move the ball down the field throwing it.
I think they're going to reset the clock. I do not think the clock moved on that punt there. So it looks like he'll come over to the sidelines. They'll tell the clock operator through the coaches on what they need to reset it to. Referee's right on top of that.
My guess would be 2:04.
Say it's 2:03 we heard. So 2:03. Wildcats have one timeout left. They're in their 2-minute offense. Gilsman, as always, in the shotgun. We'll hand it off to Bryce Schmeese. He cuts back to the hold. He is tackled there by number 84, Brandon Heitkamp. It goes across midfield, gain of about 5 by Schmeese. Clock will run, 1:48. No hurry. Ron, it doesn't seem like anybody's in a hurry in a 2-minute offense anymore.
You don't even recognize it if you wouldn't see the clock.
1:36 to go. The pass it to Niemeyer. That goes off his fingertips a little high and falls to the ground.
He needed to beat about 6'5" there.
Niemeyer only 6'3", 185. He can definitely leap, so that was definitely a little too high there. The clock stops with 1:32.
The thing of it is that, if that pass is down, he's a hard one to bring down at that size.
3 wide receivers on 3rd and 5. Gilsman looks over the defense. A little bit of a blitz. Passes to Niemeyer, this time a little bit behind him. Jake Hemmelgarn on the coverage there, number 13, and it looks like Minster will have to punt.
Yeah, Niemeyer had inside position there on the defender. A good throw, and they definitely have a first down and maybe more.
Bryce Schmeese back to punt. Levi Clem back to return for the Cardinals. 1:27 to go.
This will be Minster's first punt of the ball game too. Bremen had one, and now Minster plays copycat here for their first punt.
Punt by Schmeese, and Clem will let it go. It'll roll into the end zone. A couple Wildcats tried to touch it, but not able to. So it'll be 1st and 10 Cardinals. I think there's probably a good chance they'll let the clock run out with only one Minster timeout left.
I think so, from the 20-yard line. No sense in making a mistake there. If you told them they could go into the locker room at halftime with a 10-7 lead, I think they would have taken that before the game started.
Probably the first halftime lead they've had in MAC play this season after the 2 wins. So we'll see what they do. Maybe they'll run a couple plays and see if they can break one. Warnhorst will pass it over to Alec, and there is a flag on the play. That might be an illegal block on top there.
Yeah, you're going to get a hold out there. They were running a little wide receiver screen.
Try to run a screen out there and
holding.
Yeah, holding. Now with 1:11 to go.
So lost a 2 on the play.
Lost a couple.
So that, in this case, that actually helps the Cardinals.
They're going to decline the penalty.
Decline the penalty, so Minster with one timeout. The clock will stay stopped. We'll see what happens here. It will be 2nd and 10. Well, the clock will run here.
Well, they surprised us on that play. I'm done predicting what they're going to do.
That's why we're up here and they're down there.
There you go.
So 54 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Handoff this time to Hemmelgarn. Cut back. Had an opening there across the 30-yard line. That's first down. Jake Hemmelgarn running that play. He's run several times around the right side. Gains 11 on the play. And the first down. Well, it's 39 seconds. Maybe you take a shot down the field, you know?
Yeah, you know, the clock is running, and
now it looks like everybody's in tight this time. Now they spread out Hemmelgarn. Warnhorst is looking. He is going to take a shot downfield. Hemmelgarn has a step, and it's incomplete.
just a little bit overthrown.
Warnhorst showing his strong arm as he fired that ball. Overthrew Hemmelgarn. It was covered by Niemeyer. There was 16 seconds left. The freshman almost connected on a big play.
Yeah, and if he catches that, he had enough step on him there. I think he would have scored.
Yeah, if he would have caught it in stride, he would have had it. So now 2nd and 10, 16 seconds left.
You got to give them credit. They're going for it.
Playing aggressively. Here's Powers. Hands it off. He will be tackled. Gain of a couple. Looks like now New Bremen will let the clock run out. Great half of football between two big rivals. Score in the First National Bank scoreboard. The New Bremen Cardinals 10, the Minster Wildcats 7 will step aside for.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
We're at halftime here at New Bremen, where the Cardinals lead Minster Wildcats 10-7. With our first half numbers, Mr. Ron Cruzy.
Okay, for the Minster Wildcats, the first downs, they had 4. New Bremen had 11. Passing-wise, Minster was 5 of 10 for 110 yards. Rushing, they had a total of 19 yards for a total of 129 yards in the first half. New Bremen, passing-wise, they were 6 of 9 for 40 yards. They had 86 yards rushing for a total of 126 yards in the first half. Possession time, Minster at 8:44. New Bremen 15-16. So that's what we talked about, you know, being able to rush football, keep Minster off the field with their offense, and that's exactly what Minster did, or excuse me, New Bremen did, along with 11 first downs. Scoring wise, at the 5:42 mark in the first quarter, New Bremen had a 1-yard touchdown run by Avery Powers. The point after touchdown was good, and that made the score 7-0 New Bremen. With 39 seconds to go in the first quarter, Minster, a 1-yard TD run, Bryce Smeezing. PAT was good, even the score 7-7. In the second quarter, 7:35 mark of the second quarter, New Bremen had a 23-yard field goal by Spencer Alec, and that made the score 10-7 New Bremen, and that's the way the first half ended. 10 for New Bremen and 7 for Minster.
Yeah, good first half. Bremen played an excellent first half, almost error-free, you could call it. Minster didn't play too bad, had some penalties that were really costly.
No, but I thought New Bremen, you know, they did what they had to do to be competitive in the game, not only competitive, to be ahead in the football game. They're right where they would like to be to start here the second half, up by 3 points.
Spencer Alec will kick it off for New Bremen. Backbeat number 15, John Niemeyer, number 10, Bryce Smeezing. Kickoff this time will go to Smeezing. He gets it about the 25-yard line. Trying to go all the way across. Able to just get over to the 32-yard line. He's tackled by number 12, Grant Selby. So it'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats to start the second half. Minster 3-4 on this season. just coming off a big win over Coldwater last week. New Bremen 2-5, trying to break a 5-game losing streak in the MAC. Also, it's been a long time since they won a MAC game, so right now they are leading 10-7.
And we'll see what changes Minster made during the halftime.
Hilsman handed off to Schmeesen around the right side. Big hole. He breaks it open. He'll go to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. First play from scrimmage. A 68-yard touchdown run for Bryce Schmeesen. You talk about halftime adjustments, Ron. That was a nice one.
Yeah, that's the way to start the half out. And you can see the steps of Minster really picked up over there. A lot of encouragement with that 68-yarder.
That puts Bryce Schmeesen, gives his Wildcats the lead. His brother Isaac on for the extra point. Snap. Kick is down. Kick is up and is good. So quickly, the Wildcats strike with touchdown. They lead 14-10. Here on NKTelco Sports. We'll be right back.
Dad, I think that this is the right choice.
Huh.
It's not safe anymore, you all alone in the house.
Let the fun begin. Elmwood, a lifestyle for everyone.
Bryce Schmeesen gives the Wildcats a lead with a 68-yard touchdown run on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. Isaac Schmeesen kicking off. Levi Clem and Avery Powers back for the Cardinals.
And it didn't take the Wildcats very long to change the tone of the game.
It was off of Powers. He has to regroup inside the 5-yard line. He will be tackled at the 10 by a bunch of Wildcats. So the first two plays haven't gone too well for the Cardinals.
No, and you can see the difference even on the Minster sidelines right now. You know, a lot more excitement over there from the teammates. Even on that kickoff there, the coverage was good. It really lit them up.
So Miller Bornhorst will bring him out. Two wings are Hemmelgarn and Powers. Hemmelgarn in motion. They'll go around the right side. That's been an effective play, and again a good play. He goes out of bounds to the 20-yard line. That'll be close to the first down. They have run that play several times this game, and every time it's been a positive play.
Yeah, Hemmelgarn's doing a good job. The offensive right side of the offensive line is doing a good job. Minster, they read it one time there, and I think it was the second quarter, and they stopped them for a 1-yard gain. But every other time they've run it, it's always a good gain for the Cardinals.
Bornhorst waiting the snap from center Casey Parker. 2nd and 1. Hand off to the left side.
And he didn't make it.
Bornhorst kept it that time. Jack Hyperink, number 25, on the tackle. So lost, well, about no gain on the play. 3rd and 1. .25 Zach Flouty brings in the play to Bornhorst. Everybody in tight. Wide receiver on both sides. Motion, they fake to Hemmelgarn. Bornhorst will get the first down.
They got just enough for the first down.
Bornhorst gets the first down. 42 Bryce Blickel bringing in the play. Also 35 Nicholas Wells.
So New Bremen answers that touchdown with a first down on their first possession of the half.
Yeah, it's important to get a first down, I think. You couldn't afford to go 3 and out. They hand it off to Powers. He goes into a pile. No gain there. Bunch of Wildcats will try to get number 50, Alex Olegas. Looks like the first Wildcat on the scene. Also number 56, Luke Putoff on the play.
They haven't gotten much from that sweep with Powers to the left. If they could even that out, going left with Powers and right with Hemmelgarn, then they would have something, I think. But they might be forced into doing something else.
They give Powers 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. Warnhorse looking across to Blickel, and that will be overthrown. Almost intercepted. Niemeyer caught it on a bounce.
The receiver was open. The ball was overthrown to a place where really nobody could get to it. Niemeyer came the closest.
So 3rd and 9. Hemmelgarn and Blickel on the right side. Alec on top. Warnhorse rolling out right. Throw to Hemmelgarn. That will be a little bit too long. It was on line. Coverage there by number 15, John Niemeyer.
Yeah, and they were forced into 3rd and long, and that's not what New Bremen wants, and that's what they got away from in the first and second quarter. But they start out here in the third quarter right away with 3rd and long.
Warnhorse will drop back in punting formation. Bryce Smeezing, back for the Wildcats around midfield. On a hop, Warnhorse able to scoop it up. It's off a decent punt, and it rolls back all the way to the 40-yard line. He gained about 15 yards in the roll.
Yeah. That's what you want in a fairway, Dave.
And that was a nice roll. That goes back to the 39-yard line of Minster. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Last drive for the Wildcats, they went 68 yards on a touchdown run by Bryce Smeezing. So Gilsman will have him out. Smeezing to his right. Limco on the left side, Niemeyer on the right side. 1st and 10. Fake. They're looking deep for Niemeyer. He has a step. It's thrown underneath. He goes back. Caught by Niemeyer. Tackled by Selby. But another big completion to John Niemeyer. The 30-yard line. A gain of about 31 on the play.
Yeah, that ball was a little overthrown right into 2 defenders, and Niemeyer out-muscled him and come down with the football on the 30.
So Bryce Smeezing cuts back. Nice tackle on the play by number 18, Avery Powers. Nice one-on-one tackle. Gain of 3 on the play by Smeezing. 2nd and 7.
Such an advantage to have a 6'3" wide receiver that has good hands like Niemeyer has out there, because the throw doesn't have to be perfect, and he comes down with it.
Yeah, that was definitely underthrown. He had a couple steps already. Gilsman will run inside the 25-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and it's about 4. Of course, this would definitely be 4-down territory here. Lemko on the right side. Niemeyer on the left. Smeezing back with Hilsman. In the slot is 34, Augie Bainline. Handed off to Smeezing. He's got a hole on the right side. Inside the 10-yard line, into the 5. Touchdown. Bryce Smeezing, a 24-yard touchdown run. That matches the 68-yard run that he had before. The Wildcats now stretch their lead, now leading 21-10. Right on the right side. Nice hole there. Right behind the 2 tight ends, Frericks and Bainline. for the touchdown. Isaac Smeezing on for the extra point.
His knees are high, he digs hard. He has a tough run.
Snap is good. The kick is up low, but through the uprights for the extra point. So with 8:04 to go in the third quarter, it's Minster 21, New Bremen 10 here on NKTelco Sports. We'll be right back.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Kicking off, Isaac Smeezing for the Wildcats, now with an 11-point lead. Good kick will go all the way into the end zone. A touchback for Isaac Smeezing. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Okay, it's going to be really important here for New Bremen to get a drive going here. You know, they've lost a little bit of their momentum that they had built up there in the first half, and they were forced to punt in their first possession. Now, you know, they need a possession here, not only to run some time off the clock, but control the football down the field methodically like they did in the first half.
Warnhorse over to Blickel. Cuts back inside the 30-yard line. Nice pitch and catch. Nice run there by Bryce Blickel, sophomore receiver, with a first down. Pass completion from Warnhorse to Blickel for a first down. Cardinals have done a nice job of mixing up the run and the pass.
Yes, they have.
Early on, they were running the ball a lot, and as they mixed up the pass more as they go along. Up top, Hemmelgarn all the way on the left side. Right side is Alec. Powers in motion. They will hand it off to Flouty. A couple tough yards up the middle. Tackle by number 34, Augie Bainline. Bring up second down.
So this is 2nd and 8, and that's what they didn't do the first half. They stayed out of those long yardage situations.
Bornhorst. Right side tries to go to Powers, just a little wide, not able to complete.
But they can use their offense to really help out their defense if they can just hang on to the football, because Minster right now is in a mode where they're striking quick on offense, and, you know, again, they can't score if their offense is on the sideline.
It's a big third down coming up here for the Cardinals with 7:04 to go in the third quarter. Minster has scored 2 touchdowns already this half. Wide receiver on both sides. Warnhorse drops back, rolls left, and he looks like he's going to try to run it. And he is knocked down by 55, Jeremy Kaufman. That'll be well short of the first down. So the Cardinals will have to punt. Wildcat defense comes up big on third down. Warnhorse tried to run on the, was looking past, nobody open, he had to take off.
Right. And so far, New Bremen's done a good job punting to keep Smeezing away from the long return. Because if he catches it back there, he's like dynamite back there.
Warnhorse punt. Lucky catch there by Smeezing as he short hops it almost. He's able to get a few yards, knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. That was a little dangerous there by Smeezing.
Yeah.
The good players sometimes get away with that, and that bounced about a yard in front of him. That could have been dangerous, but he caught it.
Yeah, you would like to see him play up maybe a little bit. They haven't kicked it over his head yet, but they've been bouncing the ball in front of him, and that time he decided to pick it up on the short hop, and like you said, a little dangerous.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Smeezing and Niemeyer on the left side. Bryce Smeezing on the right side. Shotgun to Hilsman. He'll step back, look across the middle to Isaac Smeezing. Caught a seam. He's at the 25 inside, close to the 20-yard line. Pitch and catch for about, let's see, about 29 yards from Hilsman to Smeezing for the first down. That time, Isaac Smeezing, the slot guy, able to get a step on his defenders. Wildcats go quickly to the line. The Cardinals say, let's regroup a bit. Coach Schmidt calls a timeout. We'll take one too. You're watching high school football on NKTelco Sports.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
First and 10 here for the Wildcats at the 23-yard line after the long completion from Hilsman to Isaac Smeezing. This time they'll hand it off to Bryce Smeezing. He'll cut back. There's a flag on the play.
In the place where there's usually holding.
And that's what the referee will indicate. Holding, maybe flags at the 25-yard line, so that'll back it up to the 35. Holding is a killer call in high school because it's a spot foul, so it's usually a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So a 10-yard penalty in this case becomes more like a 12-yard penalty all the way back to the 35-yard line.
That's Minster's, I think, around the 7th penalty. And again, they only had 24 penalties all year long. They were, I think, second in the MAC in the fewest amount of penalties.
Selby limped off defense for the Cardinals. And off to Bryce Smeezing around the right side, that big hole, and he goes to the 20-yard line.
That play is working very well for Minster. He's got 92 yards on 2 of those plays, plus this play, so he's over 100 yards just running that same play.
He's going on the right side. On the right side is 53, Isaac Smeezing. 50 is the guard, Alex Oldigus, and then the 2 tight ends. Bain line, and there he goes the same again. He'll go in there for the touchdown.
Now there's a flag but out on the goal line.
Out on the goal line, we'll see what's the call there. Again, that was the same play on the right side between Oldigus, Dorston, Frericks, and Bainline. We'll see what they call at the 1-yard line. Illegal substitution or something?
Too many players on the field, maybe?
No matter happened, no matter what it is, illegal precipitation. Participation, not precipitation. That'd be rain. Anyhow, Minster will decline it. Yeah. And Isaac Smeezing on for his 3rd attempt at an extra point in the half. He's been a perfect 3 for 3 tonight. His holder is Jacob Hoyne. Snap good by Isaac Dorston. This time it is short, and it is blocked by the Cardinals. 5:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's now 27-10 Minster over New Bremen. You're on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back. There'll be a penalty, 15-yard penalty. It'll be assessed on the kickoff. So Isaac Smeezing, who kicked it in the end zone the last time, only has to kick it 45 yards this time. And it will squib kick it. Picked up by number 54, and he is hit. 54, Wyatt Putoff. on the return.
Yeah.
Nate Schwierdeman, number 66, on the tackle for the Wildcats. So Cardinals see if they can get something going. The last time they had a first down, I think they've had a first down of both of the drives, but not any more than that.
Yeah, they just can't put 2, 3 first downs together, and that's what it's going to take for them.
Clem and Alec on the right side. Bornhorst to keep it along the right side. Gets it over across the 29-yard line, gain of 6 on the play. Nice first down gain for the Cardinals. Bornhorst will get the play from Zach Flauty. Powers on the right side, Alec on the left. Hands it off this time to Levi Clem. He cuts back. Nice run, the junior Clem for the first down. Levi Clem gains about 10 yards on the play for the Cardinal first down.
That was a nice run there by Clem. You know, now they're mixing it up a little bit. You know, before it was just Hemmelgarn to the right. The first play, they faked it to Powers, and then the Barnhorst kept it. And this time they give it to Clem, and he had a wide open hole there.
Cardinals have quite an assortment of running backs and receivers. They work a lot of players in. Bornhorst will keep it. So there's a zone read there as faked it to Powers. Short gain on the play. I want to mention that it's senior night. You'll see the numbers for the 4 seniors for New Bremen. Number 79, Zach Fry. 64, Max Messick. 22, Garrett Doherty. And 13, Jake Hemmelgarn have their numbers on the field. I think that's a nice touch.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that on a senior night. That's give those seniors some recognition. They've suffered through some tough times and provided leadership through it all. So wish them good luck the rest of the season and their future plans. There's Clem again on this time on the catch. Works it across the 50-yard line for the first down. Pass from Bornhorst to Levi Clem. Clem with a couple big first down gains on this drive. Actually, he was stopped a little bit short. He must have been out of bounds.
Yeah, he must have been out of bounds on the far sidelines there. Yeah, getting back to those numbers of the seniors, you know, it's right in front of the home crowd too. Yeah. So it doesn't enter, you know, Minster's not wondering what those numbers are over there.
Nice touch, nice touch. Bornhorst will keep it. He will get the first down. Bornhorst, a big guy, 6 foot 186. He's been impressive.
Yes, he has.
He seems like he knows when to hand it off. He knows when to run it. Not afraid to stick his nose in there. He's had some nice throws. And
yeah, we noticed he's got a pretty strong arm too for a freshman.
You don't see a lot of freshmen playing. Just to have the size to play is the most thing that stops most freshmen, and
right.
already has the size.
Yeah, they have him listed as 6 foot and 186 pounds.
He'll throw it down the middle. Oh, Clem almost came up with it. I think it touched about 3 players.
Now, that would have been a nice throw if there wouldn't have been 3 Wildcat defenders back there. The ball was up in the air for a long time.
It was hanging there, and fortunately for New Bremen, it falls to the ground harmlessly, 2nd and 10. Doherty brings in the play. He's behind Bornhorst. Bornhorst rolling out. Looks over, he's got Blickel out of bounds. That'll be close to another first down. Cardinals putting together a nice drive here, Ron.
Yes, they are. That was getting back to the original game plan, the way it looked. Nice short pass there, a gain of about 7 yards.
Blickel goes out, it's replaced by Highcamp.
Yeah, you just don't want to see them abandon their game plan right now and throw it long. because it's taken quite a chance down there for a turnover.
Bornhorst in motion is Clem. He gets a handoff. Levi will cut back inside the 20-yard line. He almost broke it. He might have fumbled it on the play.
One tackle away from breaking that one.
The ball came out. They'll talk about if he was down or not.
It sure looked like he was down from this angle.
Down. There's a first down. Levi Clem with a nice cutback run. Fortunately, the fumble was after he was down in a 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He had a nice hole there and almost broke that thing. Just one ankle tackle away from scoring.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 3 receivers on the left side, Blickel on the right side. Bornhorst quarterback draw. Almost got an opening. He's able to gain a few yards inside the 20-yard line. Looks like he gained a couple. Bring it up 2nd and 8. Tackled by number 52, Max Prenger.
That's the New Bremen's 13th rushing play here in this quarter.
Nice drive putting together. Last 2 drives they had, the first 2 drives this half, just got a first down each time. This time they're moving it down and in the red zone. Handing it off to Hemmegarn, and he is stopped on the right side. Knocked down by 25, Jack Heitbrink. As that time they met Hemmegarn on a play that's been very effective for the Cardinals. So with 1:22 to go, it's a 3rd down and long.
And this is just not what New Bremen wanted, is 3rd and long.
I figure it's probably 4-down territory at this point on the field. And with the scoreboard as it is, trailing by 17. He'll hand it off to Clem. He'll bounce it off to the outside. This time he is tackled. Brought down by number 8, Alex Lemcole. Gain just 2. Now 4th and 8.
It almost puts them in a passing situation, you would think.
4th and 7. See what Coach Chris Schmidt and his coaching staff call on this play. Last few seconds ticking down here in the 3rd quarter.
You'd sure like to have a play they haven't seen yet. You've been saving it just for this situation.
Clem on the right side, 2 receivers on the right. They'll throw it across the middle to Heitkamp for the touchdown. Brandon Heitkamp on the 17-yard pass from Nolan Bornhorst for the Cardinal touchdown. Bornhorst to Heitkamp on 4th down and 7 for the touchdown. Spencer Alec here for the extra point. Kick, snap is good, the kick is up, and it is good. The Cardinals put together a nice drive to get on the board here in the 2nd half, capped off by the 4th 17-yard pass from Bornhorst to Heitkamp. 8 seconds to go before the quarter. I'd like to thank our sponsors for making this telecast possible. Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, German Farmers Insurance, Wagner's IGA, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwiederman Pharmacies, and New Knoxville Supply, your fine sponsors here tonight. Rob, we talked about Cardinals needed to put together a good drive, and that's just what the doctor ordered there.
Right. They mixed it up real well. Most of that was rushing, though. But when it came down to it, they made the big play, 4th and 8 from the 16 or 17-yard line there. And they definitely needed a big play, something we haven't seen that play before. And it was well executed by New Bremen. A nice pass there by Bornhorst and a nice reception there by Heitkamp, who caught the ball and then made a great effort there from about the 3 or 4 to get it into the end zone.
So just 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Alec will kick it off. Looks like we have Mike Kettner, number 18, and number 13, Jacob Hoyne back. As it looks like the Wildcats might have their hands team here on the kickoff reception. Jacob Hoyne will have it, and he will slide down at the 27-yard line. With 4 seconds to go, Wildcats will have one more play here in the third quarter.
That was a little unusual at this point to take it and basically take a knee, but you know, maybe he's not used to carrying the ball.
Yeah, not the usual kickoff return team there. So 4 seconds to go, probably the last play of the quarter. Hilsman, and there will be a flag.
Another penalty.
Quite a few of those for both teams, this time on Minster.
So they're going to start out first and 15.
They're going to reset the clock to 4 seconds. There's effectively no play. Bryce Schmeezing out to the right side. Niemeyer to the left side. Hand off to Schmeezing. Same play on the right side. Selby, and Schmeezing is gone again. This will be his fourth touchdown this quarter. 5 for the game. This time 77 yards on the last play of the third quarter. Unbelievable.
He's having a third quarter of his life here. A nice block out there. I think that's Niemeyer, isn't it? Out on the right side, number 15. My land, nice block to open up that hole.
Wildcats coaching staff saw something at halftime, and they found an opening on that right side. Every one of his 4 touchdowns have been to the same place. And Isaac Schmeezing on for the extra point. He's got to have over 200 yards of running this quarter. Here's the extra point attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. At the end of the third quarter, your score on our First National Bank scoreboard, Minster 34, New Bremen 17, here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Starting the fourth quarter, Minster kicking off. Bryce Schmeezing had a heck of a third quarter. 4 touchdowns. Unbelievable. He's had 5 touchdowns altogether for him in the third quarter. There's the kick. Avery Powers will field it for the Cardinals, trying to come to the left side, trying to get the corner. Knocked out of bounds by 15, Niemeyer.
Yeah, Schmeezing had TD runs of 68, 20, 77.
I think a 24 in there
and
also.
A 24 in there. You're correct.
Wow. I don't have that's got to be close. 5 touchdowns, too, has to be among the record books in Minster. It's got to be, I would say, probably the biggest quarter ever rushing. in a long history of Minster football. But right now we're in the fourth quarter, though, as first play from scrimmage. Bornhorst handed off to Clem, who just came onto the field, and he gets a handoff. Somebody on the sideline said, "Hey, Levi, you're supposed to get the ball."
Somebody must have told him to play on the way out there.
Well, if you're going to be a late arrival, let's get a few yards. And he gained about 5.
Did a good job.
Clem's had a nice game. Cardinals had a nice drive the last time. Had the lead cut to 10 before the long touchdown run, once again by Schmeezing. This time we'll go Clem on the left side. They'll string him out, and he is tackled by 55 Jeremy Kaufman for the Wildcats. Strung him out there. He lost about 5 on the play.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the corner there, and the junior Kaufman, a nice tackle. Brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. Everybody in tight. Clem will go right side. In motion is Hemmelgarn. Bornhorst will roll that way. He'll have to scramble it. He will run it in close. He'll gain about 6 yards, but he will be tackled. Dan Becker, number 59, one of the first tacklers for the Wildcats.
Yeah. So they're back into a 4th and 4 now. So see, you would think they would punt.
Yeah, they'll have to in this situation, down by 17. You like to keep it going, but Bornhorst in punt formation, he's the quarterback, so you always could have something on when you get the quarterback as your punter, but he will punt it away. This time a short punt, and Schmeezing tried to get there, but there was a Cardinal in his way, and there will be a penalty.
The ball bounced up and hit a Cardinal.
Yeah, there was a line in that field.
Schmeezing was trying to get to it, but he ran up to get it and ran right into a Cardinal. I think that'll be a 5-yard interference play penalty, I think. No, it's going to be more than that. It'd be 15 yards. Just like a pass interference call, I guess, 15 yards.
Yeah. The Wildcats had 210 yards rushing in that 3rd quarter. Most of that by Schmeezing.
Wow. 210 yards. That's a good game.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Let alone a quarter.
Yeah.
Give the credit that offensive line, especially on the right side. Isaac Dorston and 50 Alex Oldegas is who he ran behind, along with the tight ends, Ferrix and Bainline. They'll go this side. He cuts it back, this time to the 40-yard line. So I think the Cardinals knew where he was going.
Right. And as we talked about before the game, when Schmeezing and Yulesman, when they combine for over 230 yards, they've won all 3 of their games.
There's Schmeezing. This time a short gain. Also gives some credit to the rest of the offensive line. Number 64, Seth Harmeyer. Number 66, Nate Schrudeman. And number 79, Tony Winter. The offensive line for the Wildcats, but there is an illegal substitution against the Cardinals. Before they had illegal participation, this time it's legal substitution. Ron, You're going to explain the difference to us.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tonight, and stay tuned tomorrow morning on our early morning show.
Yeah, there you go. Either way, it is a 5-yard penalty, makes it 2nd and short for the Wildcats. And off to Schmeezing. He will cut it back. Short game, but probably enough for a first down. So they didn't move the chains yet. They will call that he is short. No gain on that play, maybe about a foot. And another foot to go for a first down. This time Schmeezing on the right side. Hilsman Hands it off to Schmeezing this time for the first down. Tackle on the play by number 35, Nicholas Wells. A Wildcat first down with 8:33 to go. It was a 10-7 lead, New Bremen at halftime.
Minster just looks like a whole different team out here in the second half, both on offense and defense.
So they scored 27 points in the third quarter. All those touchdowns by Bryce Schmeezing. Hand off, there's Schmeezing again. He'll split the defenders, and he has another touchdown. 6 touchdowns by Bryce Schmeezing. This time a 33-yarder for the touchdown. 33 yards. Wow, what a night for Mr. Bryce Schmeezing. Schmeezing's been a 3-year starter on the varsity, but this has capped everything as with 8:04 to go, he extends the lead. Isaac Schmeezing on for the extra point. The snap hits the upright. That'll be no good. So with 8:04 to go in the ball game, it's Minster 40, New Bremen 17. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
As a father of 2 teenage daughters and husband to a lovely wife, thanks, hun, it is important for me to look out for myself and my family. Fiber is one of the most important things in my day. Fiber keeps me healthy, sane, and stress-free. NKTelco Fiber, fast and reliable, keeping our household sane by keeping their devices connected.
NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
8:04 to go. Minster with another Bryce Schmeezing touchdown. 8:04 to go. They'll be kicking off. Powers and Clem back for the Cardinals. Kick will go to Clem. Clem across the 20-yard line, across the 25, 30, knocked out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 as he's forced out by the kicker, Isaac Schmeezing. Bryce Schmeezing now with around 250 yards of rushing. The school record is 302 by Ty Park. So,
and he was off to a good start. I think it was it the Lehman game? He was off to a good start in the first half. He had over 200 yards.
Over to Clem, trying to cut back, smothered by the Wildcats. Gained about a yard on the swing pass. Second and 9 for the Cardinals.
And the unusual part about that is it's the same play.
Yes.
It's not like they're mixing it up. It's amazing off the right tackle, basically. And the Niemeyer is making a block out there from his wide receiver spot, and there's a hole.
Yep. He gets through the line along the right side, and he's been gone. Pass across the middle.
Intercepted.
Augie Bainline with the interception, number 34. It was intended for Levi Clem. It looked like one of the safeties. I think Schmeezing might have knocked it down, and Augie Bainline, the linebacker, coming back, comes up with the interception. Augie Bainline for the interception.
Yeah, that ball was deflected off the receiver, come back, and Bainline was meeting him, and the receiver got hit in the back, and the ball went right to Hainline.
So 7:08 to go. We'll see how the Wildcats play. It looks like their first string is in yet. Looks like it'll be a new signal caller. It'll be Mike Kettner and new running back, Jack Heibrink. Kettner, the JV quarterback, sophomore, And it'll be Heitbrink across the 50-yard line, but we have another flag, probably holding. And it is. Looks like you have a different quarterback and a running back, otherwise the line is the same, and somebody in that line was guilty.
And the play was the same. The outcome wasn't the same, though.
Well, why change it, I guess? Yeah. So it'll be holding 10 yards from the spot, moves it all the way back to the 35-yard line. Bremen drew first blood, had a 7-0 lead early.
In the second half, that O-line.
And at halftime, New Bremen led 10-7.
They sound like a rash of bad tackling. The only bad
But ever since then, it's been Minster, especially Bryce Smeezing.
Heitbrink says, give me some of that action over there. I can run that ball.
Heitbrink will run it to the left side. Short gain. And we talk about Smeezing on the big runs, but you got to give a credit to that line. A lot of you mentioned a couple times, this has been a different Wildcat team here in the second half.
Oh, yeah. Whatever they said to them at halftime got the message across, and they came out fired up.
They're coming off that ultra high after beating Coldwater, and you can only go down a little bit after that. And I think the first half was that way, but Coach Garen Stokes changed it in the second half. Kettner in the shotgun. Hand it off to Heitbrink. That'll be no gain, as there's a whole bunch of Cardinals there, led by 25, Zach Flouty, 54, Wyatt Putoff, also 64, Max Messick on the stop.
Heitbrink's probably going back to the huddles thinking, hey, let me run that same play Smeezing was running.
It looks like we have a few new linemen out there as well, as we have 52, Max Prenger for Minster now on right tackle. Kettner in shotgun. Imagine the Wildcats will keep it on the ground here. Kettner, the sophomore quarterback, rolling. He will pass the ball. Passes to Smeezing. That'll be a little bit out of his reach. Incomplete pass. It'll be punting formation for the Wildcats. Bryce Smeezing back in punt formation. Levi Clem back, also Avery Powers.
Bremen could use a nice long return here.
Looks like they'll do Avery Powers short, Levi Clem late, or back, I should say. And there's a motion by one of the protection guys. I guess you'd call it the three in the back there.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he was going. He took about 2 steps forward.
Maybe there was something going on there. Maybe he wanted to snap. Who knows?
He wants in on the action.
Looks like they'll bring a different protection guy in as Hoyne comes in, number 13, Jacob Hoyne.
And that's going to be something Minster's not going to be very happy about. That's at least 9 penalties on the Wildcats.
Bryce Smeezing with the punt. Clem will catch it. Tries to go to the right side. He's tackled after the short punt return of a couple yards. Tackled by number 82, Zach Huker on the play. Also number 9, Anthony Bainline. So first and 10 Cardinals here with under 5 minutes to go. Cardinals had 7 points in the first quarter, 3 points in the second quarter, 7 points in the third quarter.
A win here is going to solidify a playoff spot for the Minster Wildcats.
That would be, with only 4 wins, or what the pundits say, they will clinch a playoff position. There's a pass that was off of Alex Hands. Defending on the play, number 28, Joe Winter.
Alex actually pushed off there a little bit and made some space there between him and the defender, but he couldn't haul it in.
So it'll be go down as a long completion. Going down 2nd and long.
If you're staying still, much less running a dead sprint.
Lauren Orse This time they hand it off to Hemmelgarn. They'll cut back across the 35 across midfield. Jake Hemmelgarn with a nice run for the Cardinal first down. Wildcats are pointing the other way like there's a fumble, but tackled by 18 Mike Kettner, but a first down for New Bremen.
Now, what we've been told about the playoff situation is Minster obviously is in it now if they win today, but if they would win two or one out of the next two games, they would finish fifth. If they would win the next two games, they would have a playoff game at home.
Swing pass to Jake Hemmelgarn. A nice pass plays. He's able to get it all the way to the 30-yard line. So that'll be a nice gain on the play. Pass from Bornhorst to Hemmelgarn for another first down. Wildcats or Cardinals see if they can be on the board here in the fourth quarter. Powers to go on the right side. Alec on the left.
Again, if you're in the Cardinal faithful, this is what you like to see.
Hemmelgarn, fake, Bornhorst, looking deep, trying to go to Powers. Powers catches it for the touchdown.
30 yards.
Avery Powers, a 30-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Nolan Bornhorst for the Cardinal touchdown. Nolan Bornhorst with a nice catch, or nice pass. Avery Powers. He catches it for the touchdown. Spencer Alec in for the extra point. Bad snap on the ground is recovered by the Wildcats. But with 3:51 to go before in the ball game, Minster leads 40-23. We'll step aside here on NKTelco Sports.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything. I call that progress.
Bremen Cardinals get on the board here in the fourth quarter, scoring all four quarters here. A nice drive capped off by the 30-yard touchdown pass to Avery Powers.
And it looks like Minster's expecting the onside kick, and New Bremen's lining up as if they're going to do that.
Hands team in for the Wildcats. Alec will be recovered by Lemko. Alex Lemko, the junior, covers it at the 47-yard line.
New Bremen didn't get the bounce that they wanted there. You got to give New Bremen a lot of credit, Dave. You know, they've come out here and there's no quit in them. They're not giving up. They keep attacking. And, you know, the score, I think the game is closer than the score indicates.
Yeah, take away those long runs, which
right.
You can't take them away, but Cardinals have been impressive. I've been impressed with what Coach Chris Schmidt has done. Like you said, a great attitude. I think they're starting to turn the corner here at New Bremen. A very young team, only 4 seniors. Kettner with a high snap, hands it off to 38, Brock Miller. The carry across the 50-yard line, able to get all the way to the 46-yard line. Kettner will go all the way to the sidelines to get the play. We have a lot of new Wildcats and basically the JV offense in here.
A little confusion substitution-wise for New Bremen.
Some substitutions coming in for the Cardinals as well. Brock Miller along the left side. Cuts back to the 40-yard line for the first down, but we have another flag, probably another hold. Check that. May not be. There might be against. Referees are pointing against the Cardinals, and it will be a face mask against the Cardinals. I think it's the first face mask against the Cardinals. Well, you'll go games without seeing a face mask.
Yeah,
We've had several tonight.
We've had at least 4 of them, 3 on Minster and 1 on New Bremen, I think.
I'm He'll take it all the way to the 25-yard line. The Austin Shinneberry, number 12, splitting out left. Joe Winter, number 28. Mike Kettner, shotgun. Miller beside him. Hands it off to Miller. He'll go on that right side across the 20-yard line. Miller's sophomore, 5'8", 155, getting up some yardage here the last few plays.
Minster's just willing to keep it on the ground right now and keep that clock running.
Those linemen, number 75, Gavin Bernhold. Number 67, Dustin Frericks. Some of the future players you'll see a lot of. 52, Max Pranger on the right tackle there. Wildcats you'll see in the next few years. Hand off to Miller. Going to go right side. He will cut back inside the 10-yard line. We will have a flag on the play. That might be a horse collar tackle there.
Yep, I think that's what they got. They reached back and grabbed the back part of his jersey up around the neck.
So that'll be inside that'll be half the distance. So it'll be first and goal with 1:55, and these second stringers for the Wildcats hoping to score here.
Yeah, you had a 14-yard run there, and then the penalty ends up being about 2.5 yards.
So first and goal at we'll call it at about the 2.5-yard line. So Kettner, Miller behind him. Miller with the handoff. He'll get close to the goal line. He'll be around the 1-yard line. Tackle on the play, number 54, Wyatt Putoff. So the Cardinals in there, number 7, Justin Tankman. 79 at nose tackle, Zach Fry. It will be first and goal, or second and goal, under a minute to go. Looks like the Wildcats are just going to take a knee here.
Yeah, that's good sportsmanship right there. Just second down, take a knee and let the clock run out. Minster, their schedule from here on out is at Versailles, and then they play Anna at Minster. New Bremen has a game at Fort Recovery next week, and then Versailles comes here to New Bremen.
I wish both those teams good luck along the way. It's been a very good game here, a lot of scoring, and that will end it. Your score on our First National Bank scoreboard, the Minster Wildcats 40, the New Bremen Cardinals 23. We'll take a break and we'll come back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
The final score in our First National Bank scoreboard, the Minster Wildcats 40 and the Bremen Cardinals 23. With the final numbers, Mr. Ron Cruzy.
Okay, first downs, Minster 15, New Bremen 21. Rushing yards, Minster 303, New Bremen 169.
Passing wise, Minster had 171 yards, New Bremen 133. Minster was 7 of 13. New Bremen was 13 of 22 with 1 interception. Total offensive yards, 474 yards for Minster, 302 for New Bremen. Time of possession, Minster 19 minutes and 24 seconds, New Bremen 28 minutes and 30 seconds. Some individual stats, Minster, Smazing, 18 carries for 257 yards. That stands out. And for New Bremen, leading rusher was Jake Hemmelgarn, 11 rushes for 63 yards. Scoring-wise, 11-minute and 43-second mark in the third quarter. Actually, the first play from scrimmage for Minster, a 68-yard TD run. Bryce Smazing, the PAT was good. That made the score. Minster 14, New Bremen 10, with 8 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Minster had a 24-yard TD run by Bryce Smazing. The PAT by Isaac Smazing was good. Made the score Minster 21, New Bremen 10. 5 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter. We had another TD run by Bryce Smazing. This time it was 20 yards. The PAT was no good, and that made the score 27, Minster, New Bremen 10. Then with 8 seconds left in the third quarter, New Bremen gets on the board with a 16-yard pass from Barnhorst to Brandon Heitkamp. PAT was good. Minster 27, New Bremen 17. Then with no time remaining in the third quarter, Minster, a 77-yard touchdown run by Bryce Smazing. The point after was good. That made the score 34-17. We go to the fourth quarter. 8 minutes and 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Minster, it was Bryce Smazing again, a 33-yard touchdown run this time. And the PAT was no good, made the score Minster 40, New Bremen 17. And then the final score of the ball game came from New Bremen on a Nolan Barnhorst pass to Avery Powers, a 30-yard pass. The point after was no good, and the final score was Minster 40 and New Bremen 23.
I'd also like to thank Bruce and Deb Monin for help with the statistics. Good game. Let's talk about one of our players of the game. First, our players of the game sponsored for New Bremen by Speedway Lanes. We're going to give it to senior running back Jake Hemmelgarn.
Yeah, Jake ended the game with 11 carries and 63 yards on a real nice effort by the Cardinals senior.
Congratulations, Jake. Once again, thank you to Speedway Lanes. Now our player of the game for Minster, sponsored by McDonald's. Who else could it be but Bryce Smazing?
That's right. He had quite a game, especially in the third quarter. He had a total of 6 touchdowns for the game. I think there was 4 of them in the third quarter. He had 18 carries for 257 yards.
Congratulations to Bryce, and thanks to McDonald's for sponsoring. Ron, the final score may look like it was a bigger margin than what it really felt like. Other than that third quarter when Smazing went wild, Cardinals played the Wildcats pretty tough.
You have to give New Bremen a lot of credit there. They come out the first half. I don't care who Minster played last week. You still got to come to the game ready to play. And, for New Bremen, it's a game. It's a town, less than 2 miles away. And, they're going to be ready. And they came out and they did exactly what they had to do. No penalties, just moved the football, mixed it up on offense. And, they come out of the first half ahead 10-7. And, unfortunately for them, I guess New Bremen or Minster got their message through at halftime, and they came out ready to play football in the second half. And but still give New Bremen credit. They didn't quit. They come out and continued to play right to the final buzzer.
A good rivalry game between these two schools. First time they've played in 3 years. So New Bremen goes to 2-6 on the season. Minster goes to 4-4 on the season. We'd like to wish both teams good luck the rest of the season. For our cameraman today, Kurt Kuffner and Daniel Allen. For my partner, Ron Cruzy, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.